Now the same way we did last time, if you have an idea what this picture is, I want you to raise your hand, not shout. And with your quiet hands, I will see who is paying attention and if you can tell me what this is, okay? What do you think this is?
A piano.
I didn't see your hand coming up, so let me see your quiet hand, Stephanie.
Something that you text that you text with.
Your text with. That's really close. I really like your idea. Let's see what else. What else can we think of this picture? What this is? Ethan. It's a cash register. It doesn't put cash register. Yeah. It's the old time cash register. Let's think of something else. Kobe. Oh, I think that's a little too small of your piano, huh?
I know. It used to be like a little bit.
I don't see your hands coming up, Alexandra. Connor, what do you think it is? Did you have your hand up? We had an idea here from Stephanie saying that's like a texting machine. Somebody else said it's from the old days, yes. It's a typing machine from old time. And what do you think we do with it? What do we used to do with it? Jamie. You type with it, and then the paper would come up here, and all the letter and text would come out that way. Yes,
It's like a little printer.
it does comes out like a little printer. As you're typing, the paper is coming out, right? Do we still use this today? No, we don't. What do we use instead of it? Let's hear. Let's hear. Cash register. Let me think about that. Well, a cash register we use in the supermarkets, right? When we're passing out our product and some adding everything, all the prices. Now this one, it's more like typing a text and having, like Alexander said, it kind of prints it out, right? In some way. So can we think about something else that we use today instead of it, Stephanie? A computer, exactly right. Yes, we do use a computer. So how was this machine similar to computers? How do you think this machine is so similar to the computers that we have today, Kobe? How is it kind of the same with the computers? Shorter? No. Let's see, yes, sir. Because computers have printers. How about those little tapping letters? Do we have? Have little, yes, Sensei, that the computers have little, you're done, thank you. So the computers have little letters you type. Here are little letters too. And how is it different? How is this machine different from computers? Surya. It does, it looks, computers look newer and they're smaller, lighter, right? So last question now. Why do we think people changed from this machine to the computers? Why do you think it has changed? Remember when we talked about the timeline? Things change. So why do you think this machine has changed to the computers, Ethan? It doesn't have a top. It doesn't close. Yes. So imagine how hard it used to be to carry this machine around if we have to. Now with computers and laptops, we can just close it, like Ethan said, and carry it around, right? So it makes things easier. That's why it changed. So thinking about our timeline that we talked about last time, when I show you guys pictures of me growing up and how I changed since I was a baby to now, things around us changed too. And that reminds me of the book we read on Friday. Do you guys remember this book? Long ago? Who can tell me what long ago means? Jamie. Back in the past, yes. And you know what? Friday, when I read this book to you guys, and I went home, I was so excited. I went home and I told my friends, I read this book to Miss Horton's class, and they loved it because it talked about things that people used in the past. So I told her, you know, people were different. And she kept looking at me, and she didn't understand what I was saying. She asked, what are you saying? And I said, well, people were different. I read this book to Miss Horton's class, and people were different. And she still didn't understand what I was saying. So what I did, I got this picture, and I showed it to her, and I said again, people were different. And she was looking at me, I really don't understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, she didn't get it. So I got this book, and I went to the pages, and I told her, well, people in the past were different. They drove different cars. They cooked differently. Remember, just like we looked last time, they had this machine where they typed differently. They had a phone, they talked to people, the phones were different. Oops, I'm sorry. They took photos differently. They watched TV differently. And they dressed differently. Yes, I mean, Nasir. So after I told her all these little details from the book, and I asked her again, no, do you understand why I said you were different? Yeah, now I understand. So now I want you to turn and talk to your partner and think, why do you think she understood what I was saying on the second time?